All right, well, the date is August 17th. It is 6:49 in Honolulu right now. Today I'm going to start my video blog per se. I don't know. Call it whatever. I don't care. All right, today's my second day. Um it has been a hell of a 2 days. I can tell you that. I guess I'll start from the beginning. Day 1, I flew in on my flight from Atlanta to Phoenix. I sat next to this really cool lady. I think I remember her name. If I remember correctly, her name was Tiffany. She was a Mormon. She made clear I knew that, and she was just super funny, quirky, just a really cute older white lady. Um, Arizona, or at the layover, I talked to this Japanese lady that was sitting at the terminal while I was there, and she was just telling me about the island, the locals, and stuff like that, and she was really cool. The flight from Phoenix to Honolulu sucked, man. Oh my gosh, like I didn't sleep the whole time from Atlanta to Phoenix, so I could sleep on from Phoenix to Hawaii. I didn't sleep one bit. It sucked. My stomach was upset the whole time. It was gross. It was horrible. But coming into when we started getting close to like the island, you could see the other islands in the distance from the plane. That was pretty awesome. And then coming in, the most people, I don't know if you guys know this, but the landing strip in Honolulu is in the ocean. Like they built like a landing strip in the ocean. That was pretty cool. Um, I landed, got all my baggage from the baggage claim, and then I literally just like wandered for like 15 minutes. Not I didn't know what to do, where to go. Um, so I went to a taxi, and I was like, "Hey man," I gave him the address. Like, I need to get here. He was like, "It's gonna be $80." I was like, "Oh hell no, that's not happening." So I just talked to this local chick, and I was like, "Hey, I need to get to UHM. Can you get me there?" She's like, "I'm actually going the same place." Heck yes. So I pretty much traveled with her the whole way there. She was super awesome. Her name is Isa. We ended up getting some local food. I got some, I think it's called Kawani pork. It was some pork with cabbage and rice. It was the bomb. Um, After that, she helped me get a cab to the place, to the house, and then once I got to the house, I mean, uh, the only people that were here was one of my roommates, Scott, who he's pretty cool, and the landlord's daughter. She's like a little super Chinese or super shy Chinese girl. She's just like every time she talked to you, she's kind of like recessed, like oh no, oh no, dabba, dabba, dabba. Like she just I don't know. She was kind of weird, but yeah, dude, Scott was awesome. First night, he took me to the grocery store, got some fruit. Just telling me about we're just catching up or like trying to relate. I really like Scott. He's an awesome dude. Then talked to the landlord, and that was about it. That was the first day. On to day 2. All right, day 2. Oh my goodness, today was been such a long day. Um, all right, so I woke up 6. Couldn't go back to sleep. I was like, oh snap. I look outside. It looked ugly. It looked like it was about to rain. I was like, oh my goodness, it's gonna be such an ugly day. Threw on my shirt, put on socks, shoes, and I went out for a walk. And I pretty much just walked throughout the entire campus. I walked aimlessly, like I had no direction. Like campus is gorgeous. Like the trees, the atmosphere, everything is amazing. I cannot imagine what it's gonna be like when school starts. One thing I noticed, like I was looking for like wildlife or like just like little critters that live around. There are no squirrels in Hawaii. That's kind of strange. The birds are like they don't care. Like they will like come up to your face. Like they are just boom. They're just like that desensitized. Um, but another cool thing, like instead of squirrels, you'll never guess what they have. Friggin' mongooses. Yes, like the things that eat snakes, mongooses. Yeah, but I thought it was pretty cool. I saw a couple of them on campus. Um, I found some of the buildings where my classes were. That was pretty awesome. And I came back, talked to my landlord, signed some paperwork, and then Scott. When I went to the grocery store the other night, I had only gotten fruit, and Scott was making breakfast, and he let me use some of his stuff. I made some salmon, egg sauces, and salsa. Oh my gosh, so good. After that, me and Scott we went to Alamana or Alamoa. I think it's Alamana. Um, Holy cow! I think it's like the biggest outdoor mall in the world. That was crazy. I mean, it's just like 4 floors of just like amazingness, and it like progressively gets better. It's kind of like the Mall of Georgia, if it was like flipped inside out. I mean, I don't know how to describe it. It was awesome. I mean, everything you could imagine was there. One thing I noticed since I've been here is like the population is it's crazy. Like, if you imagine like the population in Georgia, like if you took all the white people and made them Asian, that's kind of what it's like. I mean, it is just like Asians everywhere, and not even just like hardcore like Chinese, Japanese, but like blends. Like I mean, just like every possible combination you could think of is here. Um, One thing that really put it in perspective, I thought Ashton was beautiful. Oh my god, like there are I've seen girls here that just like mind blown. Like it was amazing. The girls here are absolutely beautiful. All like half Asian, half Blasian, half something gorgeous. I mean, it is crazy. At Alamona, back. Or let me get back on track. Back on Alamona, me and Scott got some coffee, walked around. This place is so big. Like they have their own Japanese, like they have a Japanese mall inside the mall. I mean, it is. It's like what? Like they have their own Japanese section, like their clothes, attire. I mean, their own Japanese food court. I mean, like the authentic. Like it had like all the Japanese like food and crates and stuff. I mean, it was so cool. I mean, like I felt like I was in an anime series. Like it was authentic as crap. It was that was awesome. And then from there, I went to Walmart. Me and Scott went to Walmart. He helped me get some stuff. I got some bed sheets and stuff. I haven't put on the bed. I don't know if the camera can see it or not, but yeah, I got all that. Mr. Lyon, my landlord, picked me up from Walmart, so I wouldn't have to take the bus back to the house. And that was pretty cool of him. And yeah, and so when I got back, um, hooked up some meals for the rest of the week. I made a chicken breast, boiled some chicken breast. Made a pot of rice, and when the rice was done, I dumped all like the rice out onto a plate, and then some of the chicken breast water out, and I just put like the rice that I cooked in the chicken breast water and cooked it again. Oh my god, that rice is delicious. I sauteed some vegetables. I got this Chinese vegetable bag that I haven't tried it yet, but it seems pretty good. And I put them all in Tupperware containers. And yeah, that was lunch. I just hopped on Craigslist to see if there were any more bikes for sale. Um, I found this bike that looks so promising. Met up with the guy. It was $70, and I rode it for a little bit. I was kind of iffy on it. I don't know. I was just so hyped up, like to finally have a bike. I just bought it. I didn't even think twice about it, and I already regret it. Like that was like the worst $70 I ever spent. I mean, the bike is all right, but it's not what I wanted. You know what I mean? Like I felt like I really learned a lesson there, not to be hasty, because that's just $70 down the drain. So hopefully I can resell it or trade it and get. I don't know. I need. That was just such a bad decision. I don't know. I guess I was just in the moment, like, I need a bike. Boom, bought it. Boom, wasted money. Yeah. After that, all that disappointment. Holy cow! All right, I met my another one of my roommates. She's like this old Turkish lady. She's like super fit. Like she's like super thin. Um, I don't know how old. She's got to be like late 70s. I mean, but she's like lively though. Like she's got energy. Um, one thing that me and her really have in common is that we both love fruit. Like I came into the kitchen today and I was eating a pear, and she was at the sink cutting mangoes, and she's like, "Would you like one?" I was like, "I would love one. Why, thank you." She's like, "These are hybrid mangoes." I was like, "What's a hybrid mango?" She's like, "Well, it's just a blend of two different species of mangoes." Like, what? I didn't even know mangoes could do that. And oh my god, when I tell you this was the best mango I've ever had in my life, I mean this mango was the best mango I ever had in my life. I mean it was just like I don't know, like it was just like a beautiful baby mango. It was just it blew my mind. she had like a sack of these. She was like, "Oh yeah, there's mango trees all over the place." I'm like, "What? Did not know this." Um, so like me and her are just like chowing down on some mangoes because she had like a sack full of them, like at least 10. Um, and then she's like, she goes outside and shows me we got a mango tree in our backyard. Oh my god, blew my mind again. So I went outside and like I didn't even have to climb the tree. There were just mangoes all over the ground. Like all the mangoes in that picture, they were just laying on the ground. So I don't know if you guys like this is like my table. Like I just got like a bunch of like mangoes and fruit and stuff. Like what? Word? Can you say heaven? Oh yeah. And then after that, I decided to head over to Waikiki Beach, and the Turkish lady. I can't remember her name right now. I hate calling her the Turkish lady, but she was heading in the same direction. So she helped me. She got me on the bus and stuff like that. But on the walk there, I mean, like, it was crazy. She was like a fruit fanatic. She was like telling me all the plants that she's seen on the island. And then literally as we're walking, she's like, "There's a mango tree. There's a mango tree. There's an avocado tree. There's a papaya tree. There's a banana tree." I mean, like this is like in our neighborhood. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, there's a pomegranate tree." I mean, it was insane. Like I had no idea like how much greatness was going on around me. It was beautiful. It was a very beautiful moment for me. I felt complete. I felt like I was one with nature. It was nice. Let's get back on track. All right, so I'm on the bus. Waikiki. She gets off. I get to Waikiki Beach. I mean, it is packed. It is like wow. I mean, Waikiki Beach is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, the water from the first 20 feet up is just like it's not crystal clear, but it's like emerald. I mean, it's just like beautiful. You can see all the people out in the distance surfing or longboarding or whatever they're doing, boats. I mean, it is awesome. Everybody's packed. One thing that I didn't get in the water, but I was just walking to the beach and I like it's crazy how much diversity is there. I mean, I heard Portuguese, Indian, like all these kinds of languages just walking like people like from all across the world are on this beach. I mean, I heard at least 30 different languages. It was crazy. That was pretty awesome. And then I ended up got off the beach, walked the Waikiki boardwalk thing kind of thing, and and I asked one of the locals for how I could get back to where at UH Manoa, which is where the house is at, and he gave me directions and stuff, and then I get to the bus stop and like I'm waiting there for like 10 minutes. Freaking bus comes, literally, like I'm right here. The bus comes, he just slows down, and then just speeds back up. I mean, he didn't even stop at the bus stop. That was so frustrating because I'd been waiting there for like 15 minutes. I was like, oh my gosh. Me and this lady were like freaking out. And then yeah, I mean I had went to a different bus stop and then got the bus. Luckily, like 5 minutes later, that was pretty cool. And then came home and the Turkish lady we were talking the pomegranate tree is like in this guy's yard and it's like gated off it so you can't get to it. And as I was walking back, um, the guy was coming out of his house. I was like, "Hey man, what's up?" And he was like, "Oh, not much. How's it going? Blah blah blah." I'm like, "Dude, can you do me a huge favor?" He's like, "What's up, man?" I was like, "Would you mind if I had a pomegranate?" He's like, "Yeah, man, go for it, dude." So he opened up his gate and I ran up there and I grabbed like the biggest one I could see. I mean, this thing was like it was like easily like it fit like both my hands. It was a huge pomegranate. I just grabbed one, came back to the house. The Turkish lady had left her door open, and I knew on the way on the walk. She was telling me how bad she wanted to try one pomegranate, so I just left it in the center of her bed. So hopefully she'll be pretty surprised when she sees that. Um, and yeah, came back. I met and one of the girls was playing her music pretty loud. It was another one of my neighbors that I hadn't met yet. So I knocked on her door. Her name was Jess. I mean, she seemed pretty cool. She's from Maui, and yeah, that's pretty much been the day. I mean, I'm about to take a shower, chow down on some more mangoes, maybe watch a movie, hit Sack Jack. But that's pretty much been the day. Yep. Um, yeah. I mean, so far I'm loving it. Like It's only been day 2 and I'm already loving it. It's I can't imagine the next 4 weeks. I mean the next 4 months. I'm pretty stoked, brah. Hanging loose, brah. Yeah, dude. I've really been catching up on the local lingo, and it's crazy. Like two locals talking to each other, you can't understand. Like it's so fast and so broken and so many. It's ridiculous. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The time is 7:05, and I will be signing out. I love you, family. Love everybody else, friends, whoever sees this. Doses.